Hi, my name's Helen Farmer and I'm the Primary and Community Care Academy Manager for Powys Teaching Health Board. So my work base is at a place called the Gwalia, which is in Landod, but we do remote working and we work from different bases across Powys really just to suit the service needs. In a grand total, probably the best part of 25 years now. Well, I was attracted by a vacancy that was with the education team. That's when I first came across. But what I really liked about Powys is that it's close to where I live. It's commutable. It's a rural location, and it's quite a small health board. So the beauty really of when you work for a small organisation is you have to know a lot about lots of different things, because there are not these great linear roles that are very in-depth and focused. You need to be kind of like a master of lots of subject matter, if you like. And as a result of that gives you real interest in what you're doing, and it really sort of mixes up the interest levels in your job role. So that's what really attracted me. Without a shadow of a doubt, it's the people that you work with that make your team, and having those lovely professional working relationships that are really friendly as well is a huge bonus. That's the first thing. And I think the professional side of my role that I really enjoy is sort of pioneering new ways of working. So some examples of that would be that we've recently developed the General Practice Nurses Foundation programme with one of the universities, and we've got newly qualified nurses or experienced nurses now that have moved across perhaps from secondary into primary care that are learning the skills, very specific skills that are required in primary care settings. So, and that, put them on that programme, and the benefits they're reaping from that, both personally, professionally and for their organisation as in a GP practice is untold. And we're also working to develop with HelenInterviewWelsh a programme for practice managers. So historically, practice managers have probably developed through the ranks. They've probably started in administrator roles or receptionist roles, and then progressed naturally through absorbing the information. But now they're going to have a dedicated, structured programme for their professional development. And when we're looking at the sustainability of practices in the future, that is definitely the way forwards. And it gives them something, when they join the practice, something to aspire to and to develop into, so that we've got the practice managers of the future. So that's really exciting. So innovative practice like that really excites me. Gosh, quite simply, I couldn't think of anywhere else I really want to work, to be honest. It's the service that looks after us right through from the cradle to the point that we end our lives, really. And the support for the families, friends and carers around that more widely is really important. So it's all about those personal care and values. So I can't think of anywhere else I'd want to be. I think I can think of a couple in Powys, really. So I think being part of the team that initiated the international nurses coming to Powys for the first time ever, and helping colleagues to sort of understand the processes and set up the education and training, along with with wider colleagues, of course. And that's not just a person's job at the same. There's quite a lot of tasks involved in that. And I think in my current position, working in the Primary and Community Care Academy, it's helping to set up that GP Foundation Nurse Programme and getting that approved by Bangor University, because we have already had 3 nurses now qualify on that programme, and we've got the next 3 coming in, and it's a real attraction and retention tool for those nurses, and helps them to feel supported and confident and competent in their capabilities to develop primary care nursing. So I think that's been a really big deal for us in Powys in primary care, really. Okay, so I think there's some good things to do outside of work. So making sure that you've always got holidays planned. So I think it's really important when you're looking at your plan for the year to try and spread your annual leave entitlement out sensibly. So roughly every couple of months I try and make sure I've got some annual leave built in so that you're getting those regular breaks. I like to walk the dogs with the family sometimes. That's a nice thing to do. And I think just anything really, I call it brain out activities, stuff that is not making you think about work all the time, so that you give your mind a rest from it. So whether that's doing a jigsaw, going to visit friends and family, going somewhere nice for the day, anything of that nature, trying to have something planned all the time is really important, I think. And I think also about thinking of your circle of influence, so about the things you can control and the things that you can't control or that you can't change. There's no point in sort of picking battles with things that you can't change, so focus on the things that you can influence and make better. I think that's really important. Oh, just go for it. There are so many things that you can do. You know, I think years ago people used to think you had to be a doctor or nurse to work in the NHS. You can be a carpenter, an administrator, a painter and decorator, you can go in catering, you can do untold amounts of clinical work, and not all clinicians need to have degrees and master's degrees. You can come in and train and develop in support worker roles, for example, of which there are many. It's not just in nursing. So I'd just go for it. There's so much, and when you get here, don't have a fixed plan. Just absorb what's going on around you and you know, learn all the different things that exist, and then choose your path from there.